G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I'm David. So I'm following on from a few of my other videos about updates on trees. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you would have seen me repot this tree in spring. Now, I've been doing quite a bit of work on this tree. There's a history of this tree on my YouTube channel where I started with, it was actually quite a stock plant, only probably a year or two ago, probably 2 years ago. And that's when I airlaid a lot of the trunks off the tree. There's about, you probably can see there's some gins in here. They were actual trunks that I've airlaid off over time, so they all worked really well. And then I restyled this tree, and it was, and then the restyling was into a twin trunk. You can probably just see it. I know it's a bit bright, unfortunately the sun's out, fortunately the sun's out, but not good for the video work, but we'll try and persevere. So I styled the tree, showed some videos about it, how I restyled it, and then I repotted it in this season, in spring. So the repotting went really well. It's been 3-4 months now, maybe 4 months now. It's December, I probably did it in August, and the tree's looking nice and healthy. Now, very green, very lush. I'll just do a little spin around. You can see how nice and lush it is. You see the gins at the back. It's a lovely tree now, starting to come along. Really good. Its twin trunk's doing really well. I think the only problem is that I missed where the front should be. I think I'm just off by a bit. I think it should be around there somewhere, and possibly tilted this way a little bit. Now, these things happen sometimes. You don't get the planting angle exactly right, but I think that's what I'll be planning on doing. So that's currently directly front of the tree. It's a bit sunny, but I'm trying to block the sun as much as I can. And maybe I'll stand up and block the sun. Oh, that's a bit better. Now, see how this front tree is a bit too heavy when I got this angle. But if I think it needs to be slightly tilted that way, look better. Now you can see both trunks. And if it just comes up a little bit this way, I think that's a bit better. Personally, something like that. But at the moment, the current front, I'm just off by. You can see that pot angle now is a bit different. Just off for a little bit, but it's only small things. Now, I haven't actually touched the foliage, which is what I wanted to really talk about. Because I repotted this tree, I haven't touched the foliage. I didn't want to touch the foliage. I want it to just get its energy. The foliage is the heart of a juniper, or the strength of a juniper. So it all comes from the foliage. So the more foliage it has, the better the roots will grow, and the healthier the tree is. So at the moment, I have a nice healthy tree. Haven't touched the foliage at all, and that's the plan. So I just want to keep it going, and at the end of summer I will start to pluck the underneath foliage, anything growing underneath, start to trim up the tree, thin it out a bit, not too much because I don't want juvenile growth, but I'll start to reduce it, wire it up again. But with the new angle, I'll have to repot it again next year, but it won't be a huge repot. It will be just slight repot, just adjust it in the pot and get it looking at the right angle. So again, if you've been following my channel for a while, you would have seen this tree before, and I just want to show you the health of it. Nice and healthy in the sunlight. Really good, very happy with it. Haven't touched it, but remember, it's a step-by-step process. Don't rush trees, okay? Don't rush the styling of them. So firstly, airlaid all the trunks off. That I didn't want, found the twin trunk, the design in my head, created it, and then repotted it another 6 months time. Go through my videos on YouTube, and you'll be able to find all the juniper ones of this tree. So it's a really good series, but there's the update. So I always promised you to do updates of trees, so there's that. It's looking really great. I'll put that aside. A couple other ones, a really interesting one was this one. Now I'll try and bring it up closer. I might have to hold this one up. Now, this has come along really well. This was an air layer taken a couple of years ago. I can't even remember. I've got too many trees now. I don't remember when I've done stuff to them. But again, this is another one where it's an air layer that I've airlaid other trees off as well. So I've taken other trees off this tree. I've heavily wired it. You can see all the heavy wires still on it because I twisted it up. It was just a straight-ish tree, or not too straight, but it had some straightness. But just let you show. It's come along really nicely. Oh, this sun's annoying. Really nice. It's starting to look really good, really healthy. Again, It's a bit scraggly, it's a bit unkept because I haven't touched the foliage. Because I repotted it, I don't want to do anything to it. Don't touch it, just let it recover, get stronger, build up its strength. Yeah, so there's the tree. It looks quite nice now. Yeah, but again, another example of take your time. You know, do your air layers, create trees. Now this tree, as I said, had other trees to be air laid off, so I've done that as well. And now this is will be the final tree. So it's just a matter of, again, refinement. I like the pot it's in. It's a nice shallowy pot. It suits the tree. What else can I say? Yeah, looking forward to refining this tree after summer. Let it grow out, let it fill out. I find junipers put out most of their growth in summer. So we're just starting summer now, and I'm just starting to see the tips on this tree starting to shoot. You can probably just see them. I'll put the tree back down, but it's not going to look the best. But you see the nice shoots just starting to really shoot off and shoot off. So that's good news. A nice healthy tree, nice little tree to work on. And yeah, repotted this year, so give it 6 months to recover before I do any work on it. Okay, happy with that one. Another small one that I did, and if you've seen this before, this is quite a beautiful little tree starting to come up. I had to change the angle of this tree, and now I'm much happier. Now it's tilting. See how the trunk is a bit tilted that way now? I've tilted that this year, repotted it. It's got gins in that section. It's just looking really good. Look at the moss just nicely growing on top. Done all right. The pot's dirty, but that's because I'm not showing it or anything. But just for your sake, you can see how nice and healthy that tree is. Lots of dead wood that I'll work on this year. The foliage I need to actually do a bit of work on. Again, just pinching out the growth. You see the growth that's going hanging down? I'll put it back down here. And let me just lower the camera down. See how the growth, see how this foliage hanging down? All that stuff I want to pluck off. But I'm just letting the tree, again, regain its vigor, regain its strength, because I want a nice healthy tree and strong before I do any, pruning at all and reduce any of the foliage. So again, really happy with this little guy. I know I've had a few comments on this tree, and a lot of people like it, and I do too. So really sensational little tree. I think it just gets better and better in time. The gins will look really good. Probably need some shari on the trunk as well when it's ready. I'll make out where's the live vein, because I really hate to create a shari when I don't know where the dead vein is and the live veins are. But I'm not an expert, so I know the experts know how to do it, but I don't. So I just like to take my time, let the tree tell me where the dead vein is, and we'll work on it then. All right, that's that one. All right, another one. This one I didn't repot, but I just want to show you when you do some nice work on trees, when you do the refinement work. I'm just going to block this sun. It's really frustrating. Yeah, there you go. I blocked it now. You see how nice the foliage is? I mean, I'm just trying to tilt it up in a way. Yeah, that's probably where the front and the viewing angle is. It's a lovely little tree. I mean, this wasn't repotted or anything, but I did some styling on it. I rewired it. You can see how the wiring has kind of taken effect, and it's starting to really, pad up nicely, shape up nicely. I mean, that trunk is so unique. Such a great little tree. It's very, there's something really lovely about this tree. The cascade branch I need to do some work on. The apex looks really good. So the top of the tree looks really good. So this half of the tree is looking really nice. This branch is still needing a bit of work, but it's getting there. I'll just turn it this way. So you can see that the shape's nice and the foliage spread is nice, but when you see it from the front, it just looks like it needs a bit more development. There you go. I'll bring it in closer. So just got to work on those branches, getting them a bit more refined and tweaked a bit. So yeah, that'll look a lot better. So you can see that. But that trunk, I love that trunk. Almost a literati style. Maybe I can just show you these couple of trees again without that sun blocking it. Oh, there you go. And that looks nice. Look how healthy. I really like the health of this tree. Yeah, but that's what you can do with simple, easy material. I mean, I remember picking up this stock for maybe 20 bucks somewhere, one of the shows. I created about 3 trees out of air layers, and I have this as the last one. And then it's just, looking really good. So simple trees, but yeah, a bit of work. I think in autumn, after I've done all the styling, and pinching and tweaking and wiring, I'll show you these trees again. So that looks good too. But I'm very impressed with this. This is the one I'm really happy with. I can't block the sun enough to show you this one enough. I'm really happy with this. I'll try and block the sun out. There you go, that looks a bit better. Just change the angle a bit to maybe there, something like that. I'll have to work on it, but looking really nice now. Very happy with that tree. Yeah. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that little update on these 4 junipers. 3 of them I repotted this year, and they were pretty much needing a repot, change of angle, and the other one was just more how wide the tree in autumn, and it's looking really good, really coming up nicely. And there you go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this nice short video on my Shimpaku junipers, and hope it inspires you to do some work on them. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, bye.